Hi, I'm Samantha Anderson, the Director of Communications for Newton Public Schools, and I'm here with Dr. Deb Ham, the Superintendent, and we just wanted to give you a quick update on our Community Vision Team meeting with also CVT. Now, if you have any questions, make sure you leave them in the comments section and we'll get to them either during the broadcast or after, just depending on when you ask them. So first of all, Dr. Ham, could you give us a brief overview of the CVT and what it is?
The CVT is a group of community members that have been appointed by the board or added by board members to provide the board with recommendations or input or suggestions for how we might move forward with dealing with some of our facility needs. These needs came out of the comprehensive planning process that we did, and so this is a way to get community involvement in the process as we move forward.
And how were these individuals on the team, how were they decided on?
Well, the board decided to work more closely with the community visioning team this time, and so they approached it very differently. They asked for the chamber to appoint 2 people. They asked for the city to appoint 2 people, our teachers association. We have members of our site councils from around the district, and also district employees. We have a couple of district employees on there. So all of those committee members, along with the Board of Education, are working side by side on different aspects to help us move forward in our bond proposal.
And they talked about a lot of things. One of the main things they talked about were priorities.
That's correct.
So what were some of the priorities that they defined as important to them?
They defined 14 different things as important to the community members that were sitting around the table and the board members. And so from those 14 items, they did a kind of a voting process where they picked their top 5 items. And through that process, then the top 4 had to do with the safety and security of our buildings, including the safety of students during bad weather, those kinds of things, as well as intruders getting into the building. They also looked at middle school overcrowding, realizing that both Chisholm and Santa Fe have different issues, but both buildings are full of students, and so there's not any room for growth there. So they brought that one forward. They also brought forward the high school and the need to remodel the original footprint of the high school and what that might look like and what some of the needs are in that building, kind of surfaced through all of that. And then lastly, also talked their 4th item, and these aren't necessarily in order, but also talked about deferred maintenance. You know, we have a bond in 1997, which it's hard for a lot of people to believe, but that's been 20 years ago. So there's a lot of equipment, those kinds of things that are reaching the end of their life. And so how and what is best in order to deal with deferred maintenance or maintenance that is due now that we need to do something about.
Right. Well, the next CVT meeting is September 24th at 5:30. And what do you think some of the things they'll tackle in that meeting will be?
I think they'll begin to look at what might be some options to deal with the top items that they've identified. Are they going to consider different ways of approaching things like the middle school, or what exactly they need to have as far as information is concerned in order to help process through the items that they have selected.
Right. Well, thank you for the explanation.
Absolutely.
And as I said, the next meeting is September 24th at 5:30 here at McKinley, and we'd love to see as many of you as possible there. And thank you so much for watching, and we'll keep you updated as this progresses. Thanks.